Day 11 of the Caribbean cruise, and we woke up in Charlotte, Amalie, St. Thomas, the US Virgin Isles. We turned left as we got out the port and walked into town. We passed the Red Fort, which is a 17th century fort, and into Palm Passage where all the shops were. There was lots of jewelers and souvenir shops, and also outdoor markets. We spotted another KFC, but after the bad one in Barbados, we won't be eating that for a while. Don't forget to go into Diamonds International and get your free bracelet and charms. We then saw a seaplane landing, and after a good explore, headed back to the ship and found a shortcut way back. It was a nice little port area with also a park, and there was a pool, but I think it was closed. I'm not sure if cruisers can use it, and this was everything we could see from the cruise ship. It was all shops, bars, and restaurants, and then there was a free Wi-Fi zone where you can see everyone sitting, which is good, but I also recommend getting an eSIM. Then we decided to freshen up and go back out so we could go up to Paradise Point, which is just under $30 per person for the return cable car, and waiting at the end is a beautiful view. I mean, imagine living there with these views. How lucky. The views were just panoramic, they were endless. There was a bar and restaurant with lots of seats where they also sold the famous Bushwhacker cocktail, which obviously I had to try because when in the US Virgin Isles, and I might never get the chance to return. But there was lots of options for drinks and frozen cocktails. Here is our lovely drinks with a lovely view. Cheers to that. We were so glad we decided to come up here and just love watching the world go by. We could have easily sat there all day, but we did have to make sure we were down in time to not miss the cruise ship. Everyone seems to block the staircase when you first get there, but there is actually quite a few different viewing platforms. I literally took a million videos of the same view because it was just so beautiful. And there was also quite a few shops up there to get your souvenirs, but it was quite a bit more expensive than the port. It was then time to go down and have one last little glimpse at the view. Hopefully it's not the last time we ever come here, but it was so worth the money and I highly recommend. I think you can walk up or get a taxi, but the cable car views are unreal. And we had the front one going down, so we had the best view. The panic was real jumping on because it doesn't stop, but we made it. Now time for the views. It felt so weird facing forward and just going down, and it shuddered every time you went over one of these beams. But we made it down safely and went straight back to the ship. And waiting for me was a nice ice cold cider with just as lovely views, and then we went back to the cabin and got ready for the evening. I caught the horn. We then played a bit of Uno. Connor was ready to lose, and we finished the evening in the live room with a bit of ABBA. Ready to wake up in Frederiksted tomorrow.